you can't get married to her. So I feel like she should be able to. She's a mother, and she should be able to put that in, in thinking, in thought, so she could, give answers to questions in her heart. Now, I would tell Chisom, coming back to Chisom, I would tell Chisom to, you know, to be patient. I mean, we say that first impression lasts longer, and it is you that they have impression on that will let the people know the narrative of the kind of person you are. If it is, if truly the impression they have about you is right or wrong, do you get? So, I wouldn't blame the mother too much, but I would just, tell Chisom to let the mother know that she's someone our son can marry. She's someone who will be able to take care of our son. I mean, having a child is not a disease, right? Being a single mother is not a disease. So she should try to, and she should also try to pray. She should put this thing in God's hands, because this actually needs prayer. I mean, and she should try to do things that would make the mother happy. She should try to, be in the good side of the mother. I'm not saying she should accept any bullying or whatever the mother would do to her, but she should try to let the mother know that she is a kind person, she is a good girl, our son can marry.
You said this woman, would she have acted differently if it were to be her daughter who has a child out of wedlock, or who's a single mother? Would she have acted differently? But don't you think she's just watching out for the interest of her son?
I said earlier that I'm not going to blame her for that. But sometimes, just like the conversation we had earlier, that sometimes you just have to put yourself in some people's shoes, that okay, if it were to happen to me, what will I do? So I feel like the mother is matured enough, she has already have experience, with what goes on in the world, and she should be able to tell that, okay, let me just study her. This lady can actually be better than a lady that does not even have a child. She can be better, to our son than a lady that does not have a child. So I feel like the mother should be able to study her. And that was why I said, if this woman can actually put herself, in the shoe of this girl, like having a daughter who has a child and she wants to get married, she wouldn't, chase away men, from her own daughter. So she should see the lady, she should see Trisom as her own daughter. I mean, that would, make it easier for her to be able to accept her, that, okay, you are my son's wife. Do you get? That was what I'm trying to, explain on that. So Chisom should just, be patient with her. She should not be angry that the mother is doing that, because I mean, it's normal. The mother wants our son to marry a single lady with no other things carrying along with her. So, and that was not what she received. Our son brought a lady with a child that she was not expecting. So it's normal for her to act that way. But it is true Chisom's attitude towards her that will make the woman to change her thinking or her mentality about her son having a lady that has a child already.
All right. 07000 917 917. Hello, good evening.
Blessing herself. How are you?
Good evening.
And your colleague,
Mr. Darlington.
So now two of you waka come, are we?
The snow and its show.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you very much.
You see, that is the perception of the society. The moment you are seen to be a single mother, in fact, you are labeled a bad woman. That is just the simple truth. I don't know why. I just don't know why. If that woman had aborted that child, will anybody see her in such a bad light? But she has committed a very grave offense. Now you leave the child. The society sees you as a bad person. I just don't know. I will only advise this lady, look, if the two of you are truly in love with each other, convince your husband to convince the mother now. After all, you are going to live with the man and not with the mother. I don't know why the mother-in-law should validate the son's marriage or the daughter's marriage. I just don't know why in this age and time. Because they are looking at it from their own perspective. When they grew up and all that, they don't know that the world has moved on. They still want everybody to behave like the same way they behaved in the 50s and 60s.
Mm.
That is just the truth here. The woman sees this lady, even if she's a very good woman, you don't know why she's a single mother. You have not even asked the lady. You just assume because she's a single mother, therefore she can no longer have a life. It's not fair. It is the man. The ball is the man's court. It's the man who's supposed to take a decision and then tell the mother to allow him choose his wife. All this mother must validate. I don't get it. Okay, all the marriages that the mother has validated, did any of them last till their kingdom come? Somebody should come and tell me that all the marriages that their mother approved, it was the best for them. There is no statistics to show that yes, that is the best for any young man. That except your mother approves your marriage, it will not work. I don't get it. So those who are orphans, those whose parents are not there, they can no longer marry. Who will not come and validate their own marriage? Well, it is not for the man. Everything is the ball is in court. He has to decide what he wants. If they continue to beg this woman and see her as their God, she will continue to play God though. He will continue to play God. But the moment this young man say, look, Mama, I can give you everything as your son, but allow me to choose my wife. Oto, that is all I expect from him. Nothing else. They should not be begging her to validate the marriage. For what? It's not, you see God. Well, what does she see that other people have not seen? I don't get it. So the lady cannot be tired. Let her focus on the man who wants to marry her. Not on the mother-in-law. All these distractions does not matter. As long as they truly, in fact, like I said, it is in the ball is in the court of that young man. If he truly means it, he will convince the mother and insist. That is what I expect him to do. Because at one point with the mother now said, if the man brings another lady now who is not a single mother, she will find another fault. She must find fault until the one that comes from her mind, which may not be the son's choice. So they should not give room for this type of thing. That's what I'm saying. As long as they are truly in love, they should go ahead. Simple. They should go ahead. After all, after grumbling, the woman will cool down after some time. Good evening.
All right.
There is a text message, Abby.
You said what?
There is a text message for you, Abby.
You sent in a text message.
Check now. I think so.
All right, I'll check. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Darlington, for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000-917-917. What exactly would you like to say to Chisholm on the show tonight? Chisholm is listening to the conversation, so how would you advise Chisholm? What would you say to Chisholm on the show tonight? 07000-917-917. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703-175-6537. That is how to be a part of the conversation tonight. What exactly would you like to say? What should Chisom do in this situation? She's a single mother and she has crossed the first bridge, which is telling her partner about the fact that she has a child. And I even salute her for that because I know that
some
women would keep the secret. They won't say it because they feel like, oh, if I tell this man that I have a child with someone else or by someone else, this man would run away from me. This man would not want to converse with me again. But Chisom had summoned courage to tell her partner that, okay, I have a child from my previous relationship. And her partner has been able to develop a relationship with that child,
Mm-hmm.
and he has fully accepted him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's the first one. The second one is they have been dating for more than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
They have been engaged. Obviously, the only
Mm-hmm.
thing stalling their progression is the
The
mother,
mother.
who is saying it can't happen
Mm-hmm.
because maybe she has been disappointed. So there are several ways to look at it. It
Okay.
could be that maybe this woman has someone she wants her son to marry,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe this person that she wants her son to get married to is single, no child, no baggage from previous relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and something like that. That is two.
Yeah.
Three is she could be against Chisom because Chisom has a child, and she feels that because Chisom is bringing the child into the house, her son will be responsible for
For the
For the
child.
child
Mm-hmm.
and Chisom's upkeep. So
Mm-hmm.
it might be something that is worrying her.
Yeah.
That's another one. And what if it is this woman that is maybe that owns the house or that's helping Chisom's partner? I don't know if you're looking at it in that direction,
Okay.
where maybe this mother-in-law to be is the one practically empowering Chisholm's
Oh.
partner, and then she feels like I
Now
have a
that.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at it, she can have a say to a certain extent,
Yeah.
where and according to Chisholm's write-up, she said they have both tried to convince her to make her understand
Mm-hmm.
that this is what happened. Maybe they told her the back end story,
Mm-hmm.
and she's still insisting that no, they could have gone ahead to say, okay, um,
You
absolutely.
know, doesn't have
Exactly,
any effect.
has no effect. It's not like
Mm.
you're the one footing the wedding bills. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like you're the one feeding
You
me.
just
So
wanted
I
to
just
let
feel
you
like
know
maybe the
and
woman has a hold on her son.
mm-hmm.
Maybe she provides, maybe
Mm.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you're
understand
getting what
you.
I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
because for them to still be on this back and forth, like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot accept her because she
Mm-hmm.
has a child, you have to accept her because she has a child,
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. I naturally feel that she has a hold on him
Mm-hmm.
for her to still, um, to insist that she's not going to accept Chisom
Mm-hmm.
as a daughter-in-law even after the proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously she knows they are engaged already, so
Mm-hmm.
now still maintaining her stand
Mm-hmm.
is something that is worrisome. What would you
Mm.
like to say?
Yeah, you've said it. Maybe there is something that this woman is, like aspiring for, or something that okay, this is what I want in my son's life. And just like you said, because Mr. Darlington said earlier that the man should be able to stand on his feet and tell the mother
Exactly.
that you
But it's not looking like
want
he's
or you
doing
don't want,
that.
this is my woman,
Mm-hmm.
because we are in the generation whereby I have to marry wherever I want to marry, not that you're going to choose for me.
Mm-hmm.
The only duty, or the only role parents have in choosing partner is them advising you, and it is left for the child to listen to the advice or not. So their role is just to advise and do their part, not that, oh, is this one that you marry. So I feel like maybe this woman is has some roles to play in this guy's life, just like you said. Maybe she's the one sponsoring him or doing some things in his life, or they might be, maybe it's just the two of them. When there is connection, there's this connection with mother and son, not even daughters. There is this connection, especially when they are so close. The boy will stand like husband to the mother. Do you get? So
Mm.
they kind of have that cordial relationship. And what if this man is Chisom's fiance is a mommy's boy? There are some guys like that it is
Yeah.
whatever mommy says,
Yeah.
let's just beg him, and they won't be able to say
My
their
mommy
thought.
said.
My mommy said. So it might be like that, just like you said. It might be that the mother,
Has a
can
hold.
have every say on this man, and this man will not be able to do anything about it. So, and now she's even standing on it that this is what I want. But if not that, I mean, the man should be able to stand against the mother and say, oh, no, this is, and Chisom should be able to, talk to the guy, for the guy to let the mother know that she is the one he's marrying, and there's no going back on that.
Mm. All right. What do you think about this? 07000 You can also send a text or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That is how to be a part of the conversation. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app, the BFM 917, to be a part of the conversation. You can also send in your contributions to our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, the BFM 917. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? If you are just joining the conversation, this is 8:30, and you're listening to Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7. Adult Conversations is that program where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. On Adult Conversations, you get to be a part of the conversation by calling in to contribute by advising the subject matter without judging. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Desire. I'm calling from Nickelodeon.
All right, Fisaya, please turn down the volume on your radio.
Desire, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, this is better.
Okay. I just want to contribute to the matter of God.
Please go on.
See, I'm a married woman of 10 years.
Okay.
What I can advise her is marriage is a very long thing.
Please do well to call us back 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? Do you think Chisam should be worried? Because according to what she said, she said she's getting tired.
Yeah.
Even though she loves her partner. I mean, it's been more than 2 years. She has seen someone who accepts her and her child. I know, we're in a kind of society where sometimes it's hard for single parents or single mothers to find a partner.
Yeah.
Because they are being judged and all of that. But that's not the case here. She has seen someone who is willing to accept her and her child. But the mother-in-law to be is saying no, it's not going to happen. And now I think the back and forth has been going on for a very long time. For Chisholm to say now that she's getting tired, but she loves her partner. So what is she supposed to do? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. All right, please do well to call us back 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? Do you think Chisam should be worried? Or would you say she's just, putting pressure on herself? What is she supposed to do? This is a question. This is not even a question of I don't like you. This is a question of I dislike you. The fact that you have a child. Maybe another thing is the mother-in-law could be a moralist. Maybe someone who is religious.
Yeah.
Someone who believes that if you have a child, you are condemned.
But this is the kind of person that make people, not believe in some certain religion, because they be like, okay, you heard this person, you claim to be, in this religion part, and you're doing this. So what's not the essence? What's the essence of you being a religious, and like you being religious and you are doing some certain things that even people that do not belong in any group or any religion part are doing great things. Do you understand? Like they are doing what they're supposed to, what is expected of people to do. So I'm not going to say, I feel like even the more, as a mother, I mean, there's this thing that it is already attached to the word mother. If you're a mother, you should be caring, you should be able to listen, you should be able to see people through and know what they are going through. So you hear stories from Chisom and the partner. We have a caller, right?
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Otsuki. I'm calling you from Massage.
What's your name again, please?
Otsuki.
Otsuki.
Yes.
Please go on.
Okay. On this issue for Chisom, one thing she should understand is when you are in love and when you feel that you've seen the right person, and you feel that this person is good for you, and the person is feeling the same thing for you as well, I don't think the mother-in-law should be a problem to her,
Mm.
because she should understand that every mother wants to protect her child.
Yeah.
She is having a child, so she should have that understanding as well. And one, it might be that maybe the son is the breadwinner of the house, so the son might be very close to the mom, that the mom is seeing him as everything. So losing that kind of a son to a single mother to an extent is difficult.
Mm.
And on that aspect, it's, it's just between the two of them. The son will have to do a lot of talking, and character-wise, he has to be positive. Chisom too. I don't know. Maybe the mom knows Chisom before the son meets Chisom.
Mm.
She too, you know, we have to look at our own part too. What kind of life is she living before the son meets her? You understand? So, so many things we can consider in this aspect. If Chisom is having, I don't know how to put it, I don't want to, you know, maybe a kind of life that she has been living before is not pleasing the mom. So it is time for her to prove to the mom that everybody have a past. So now she is having a new life, and there is chance and there is opportunity for everybody on earth to have a changed life.
Mm.
So she just has to be positive and just believe with prayers. With time is what heals this kind of situation.
Mm.
You will not get the answer overnight. The guy should not even overflow it or overpress it, or start seeing it as a big problem.
Mm.
But their attitude, their way of life, with time, will convince the mom. She will have no option. When the son will just walk up to her and tell the mother, Mom, this is my final decision. Trust me, she won't have any option, because she knows that I have taken my time to observe these people. She might not be happy, but time heals in things like this, because I've experienced something like this.
Mm.
So that's just my advice for her. Time heals. You know, for many of our moms, we are close to them. We do whatever we want for them. Whatever they want, we get it from us. And when you tell her that she wants to get married, she'll just feel like, I'm losing my husband. You know, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
The love, the bond is there. So
That's another thing.
she shouldn't see the mother as a bad woman. She should just see her as a mother. That is the love of a mother to a child. You know, this kind of child that everybody just see this child as, I wish that this guy is my son. You know, maybe that's the kind of person. Maybe that guy is that kind of person that everybody is wishing that, this guy, the way he behaves, I like his lifestyle. You know, things like that.
Yeah.
Those kind of people, they find it difficult to get married.
Mm.
You understand? From every angle, they find it very difficult. So Chisom should just be strong. Since the guy loves her, she should just be strong. Keep being positive. She should face her business. Keep doing her business and keep doing the right thing. With time, you will have a better result. That's my take.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? Do you think Chisam should maybe walk away? Or would you say Chisam should stay and fight for our love? What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. And yes, you can send us a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. Log on to our website www.bfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM 917. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
All right, please do well to call us back 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What are your thoughts on the story shared with us on the show tonight? Assenting by Chisom. Do you think Chisom has another option here? I mean, if you look at it at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
would it be wrong for Chisom to leave the relationship at the end of the day if the mother still insists that no? Because you know what they say, you're about to say that Okoburuki Shefe and Oburuku Oshini.
Mm-hmm.
God forbid that something happens
Mm-hmm.
later in the future.
Mm-hmm.
The family would reject Chisom, and that's the
Yeah.
truth.
Mm-hmm.
So if they go ahead now against this woman's wish to
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, we're going to get married, our mom does not want us to get married, but we'll do it against our wish. What if something happens? What is going to happen at the end of the day?
Mm. You know, I wouldn't. I understand your point, but I wouldn't say that Chisom should sacrifice her happiness because of this, for the mother's sake. In the sense that she can be patient with the mother. I mean, what is actually happening right now with the mother-in-law and her is something that can be changed. It's something that that can be changed. So the mother can still change to her. The mother can still, she can still, change the narrative. She can change the mother's perspective about her. So I would just say Chisom should be patient. I mean, to find a man that will, you see, there are single ladies out there, they don't even have child, yet they are searching for someone to love them and marry them. There are people like that out there. But you've got the opportunity, you've got the chance, to meet a man who loves you even with what you have, loves you with your child, and is ready to take responsibility as a father to the child. So you've gotten that opportunity. Don't let anything or anyone take it away from you, because this man might be your man. This man might be the person that will make you happy even with your child, that will not make you think that, oh, I have a child and now, that will not make her feel somehow. So the only thing I would just say is Chisholm should be patient. I understand the fact that there are
She
some
should be patient.
in-law that, when they don't want you and eventually you get married to their son or their daughter, at the end of the day you
They
start
will
having problem
frustrate
with, they will
you.
frustrate the life out of you, that in fact you start filing for a divorce or something. So, but I mean, just prayer works a lot. Prayer works a lot. So prayer can actually change the mind of this mother, that at the end of the day she might even say, oh, I was actually testing you. I wanted to know if you actually love my son. Do you get? So, and it will just happen like a miracle, and you'll be like, oh, thank God I waited. You get? So I'll just say she should be patient. It is something that can actually be corrected. It is something that can, because just like one of our callers said, Otuke, when he says that the mother was actually being protective of the son. And when he was talking, I was thinking of maybe this mother, he said something that maybe this fiance is someone that people in his mother's neighbors or his mother's neighborhood, have been, envying the mother and saying that, oh, I wish I have a son like this and all of that. And at the end of the day, the man is bringing home a lady that has a child. It is something that can be discussed in the neighborhood, and they start saying, oh, with all the education, with everything, our son is bringing home a single lady with a child. Do you understand? All this mentality. So I feel like that maybe the mother is actually worried about that too,
Okay.
of what people will say,
All right.
amidst where they are living.
I hear you. Thank you very much. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? What should she do? She needs our advice concerning this one. How can she handle a mother-in-law to be? At the end of the day, should she end the relationship? Should she tolerate her mother-in-law to be? or what exactly she's supposed to say. What is that exactly she's supposed to do? This is a 15-minute ride before 9 from WFM 91.7.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your girl again. You are listening to WFM 91.7. Yeah. Keep your ear tuning. That's it.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Are you searching for durable, guaranteed, elegant, affordable home products? At Eleganza Industrial City Limited, we put you first. From plastic chairs for adults and babies, party tables and school tables, disposable plates and cups, as well as reusable plastics, food warmers and cooling boxes, trash bins of various sizes, baby diapers, lady sanitary care products, luggage of various sizes, hair threads, and lots more. Eleganza Industrial City Limited, covered with our elegantly designed products in unique shapes and sizes. Visit us at Kilometer 68 Lekki Ekpe Expressway after Eleko Junction, Ibeju Lekki, Lagos. Or you can call 081 801 99999 or 090 914 73665. Or you can send us an email at eleganzaindustrialcity@yahoo.com or info@eleganzagroups.com or sales@eleganzagroups.com. You can visit our website www.eleganzagroups.com. Eleganza Industrial City Limited. The name is our guarantee.
Bishirin ku uwana mata, ke ma'aikaciya ce ko ɗaliba ko mai sana'a ko manomiya ko uwar gida mai sana'a cikin gidanta, domin kuwa dama ta samu. Rediyon mata wato Women Radio ta tanadar muku da ƙungiya na masu sana'a iri daban-daban a duk jihohin da ke Najeriya. Ƙungiyar rediyon mata na matuƙar kulawa da harkokin mata domin ganin cewa mata masu sana'a sun samu karɓuwa da ci gaba a cikin al'umma ta hanyar tallata musu hajojinsu ba tare da biyan ko naira ba, ko kuma ku shiga shafinmu na wannan ƙungiya a Facebook. Idan kun ka kasance memba ɗin wannan ƙungiyar, akwai kyauta da garaɓasa da ake samu a duk ƙarshen wata. Domin samun wannan kyauta, sai ku yi downloading ɗin mobile app ɗinmu domin samun sauraron mu a kowane lokaci a duk inda kuke. Ku kasance da rediyon mata.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband all-time mega offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
The big question.
Corruption is, in fact, is increasing more. We never had that snake and whether python and swallow money.
Why?
Everything has increased.
Conversational, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question.
Mondays to Fridays, 12:05 p.m.
on your Women Radio WFM 91.7.
Radio Doctor on WFM 91.7 every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you medical experts specialized in women's health.
If you're a 28-day cycle person, just count forward on your day 14, you would ovulate.
Call in to get free consultation on women's health on 07000 917 917 and 090 256 25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM917. Text and WhatsApp to 070 317 56537. You can listen live online on www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7.
We are Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families.
9 minutes right before 9 from the side of the radio. Glad to know that you're still there tuned in to WFM 91.7. This is Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. My name is Blessing Agbeton. With me on the show tonight, I have
Mopilola Ojewali.
And together we are on Adult Conversations. Adult Conversations is a program where we share real life issues and discuss matters relating to the heart. On Adult Conversations, you give advice by contributing in the subject matter without judging. Adult Conversations on Women Radio runs every Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. If you would like us to profile your story on Adult Conversations, please do want to send us a story, including your name and your phone number to 0703 175 6537. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, so I guess you might just have to call us back. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. Tonight on Adult Conversations. My name is Chisam. I am 26 years old. I am a single mother of one. I am a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I met my fiancé 2 years ago and we love each other so much to the extent that he took my child as is. And this made his mom hate me. He proposed to me last year and I was really happy, but I was also sad at the same time. This is because his mom doesn't like me as a result of me being a single mother. His mother said we can't get married since I didn't see her son to marry before having my child and that I am now interested in her son because of my failed relationship. My fiance and I have tried our best to explain to her countless times, but she has remained adamant. I love my fiance so much, but I am getting tired. Please advise me. What should I do? Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. God bless you.
Good evening.
Yeah, I listened to the video and I hear everything that is going on.
What's your name, please? What's your name, please? Ekanem. All right. Where are you calling us from? Ikoroju. All right. Ekanem, please go on.
Yes, my advice is that, marriage is not for young boys, it's for adults who understand the meaning of marriage. So, the same thing happened to me when my mother told me that I should come and marry as a village. I said, no, it cannot work. My mother kept saying to me that she doesn't want me to bring a woman that she will not respect her. I said, no, it cannot work. But on this matter, honestly, so that by the time you go on to counseling, they can broke the spoken word, because if you do not break the spoken word, nothing good cannot happen. So, advise Chisom and his husband, they should go into counseling. By the special grace of God, the woman will set something reasonable so that at that moment, he will break the spoken word, so that they will not question God. That is it. Because in 2 ways, tomorrow now, they will allow these two people to marry within themselves. They will blame the mother, or some people will blame God that maybe these people don't supposed to marry. It's a family matter. This one has nothing to do. But the man has the right to play with your family. Yes. Because when I want to marry my wife, I paid transport down to home and I shipped my mother down. I told her something. Mom, am I going to marry you or am I going to marry someone outside? Or that means you didn't need a grandchildren from me. If you didn't need a grandchildren from me, good and fine. But I will marry the woman that I did not know. And I talked to my mother and I sit down for some time. I talked to my mother. I let her understand the reason why I want to make this move. So has nothing to do with the mother-in-law. The man has something to do with his mother. I talk to the woman will tell him the reason why he decided to set her. So please tell them that they should go into counseling very well. By the special grace of God, the spoken word will be broken. God bless you.
All right, so thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight, Ekanem. So Ekanem is suggesting that they go into counseling, they seek advice, and he said something else. He said Chisom, does not even have to worry or stress. The job is supposed to be done by her partner. He is the one that is supposed to speak with his mom and say, okay, mom, this is the person I want to get married to. This is the woman I have chosen, and these are the reasons I am choosing this woman. I am looking beyond her having a son or having a child or something. So I'm sure Chisom's partner has a reason for choosing her. He might have opted to say, oh, let me go for a single mother, let me go for a woman who is yet to to have a child or something. But Chisom's partner definitely has a reason for choosing Chisom, and I think
I'm sure that Chisom would have explained the backstory of what happened to
exactly,
him, and
definitely.
yet he still stood by her and insists that he's getting married to her. So, I mean, that is love. So, he should be able to, speak to his mother that this is the person I'm marrying,
and that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
If he can even pass through that stage, and he has been able to, move on to the next stage, then convincing his mom should not be a big deal.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
My name is Don Peters. I'm calling from First Bank.
Welcome, Don Peters. Good to have you on the show tonight.
Thank you. On this subject matter, my own opinion, I'm not blaming the mother-in-law to be, and I'm not blaming Chisom, and I'm not blaming the fiancé either. Why do I say so? I cannot blame Chisom because of she's a single mother, because life happens. And I cannot blame the guy who say he wants to marry a single mother. And I cannot blame the mother-in-law to be, because every mother wants the best for her son or for her daughter. And every mother will always like to protect their children. Now, the ball is on the court of Chisom, as far as I'm concerned. Why do I say so? The life have already shown her that she is a bad person in the eyes of the mother-in-law to be. So what she's gonna do right now is to prove to mother-in-law that she's not the kind of person that she is thinking. It's her character, her tolerance, her behavior, her attitude will convince her mother-in-law to love her. As far as I'm concerned, the guy in question have done what he should do by proposing to her that he wants to marry her. And he have already told her mom about it. And Chisom herself is very open. I said, yes, I have a son or I have a daughter. Okay, she's open also. But the mother-in-law, a kind of is kicking against it. So the whole thing right now boils down to Chisom to prove to them that, please, I am a good person. It's just that life happens. And everybody in this world have a past. And this is in my past. It's just that something happens and the baby is here. Had it been about this baby, we couldn't have been saying all this by now. But I was humanitarian enough to keep this baby. So it shouldn't be a kind of to nail her or to deprive her of getting married. So if she has every right and everything to get married again, but she has to prove to her mother-in-law or whoever that is teaching against it that she's not the kind of person they think that they are. And with prayers and her sincerity of purpose, let her not try to pretend. Okay, because her mother-in-law may be saying something else. Maybe she's pretending or she's trying to show who she is not. And maybe her, women always, they are very sensitive to notice something.
Yeah.
Okay? So maybe her mother-in-law have noticed something about her that she don't want her son to be endangered and they try to be protective. So someone should just take every down thing, all the bad life, all the bad character she may have before now, to throw it away and do not disappoint this guy that has proposed marriage to you. Because man, we hide things a lot, and also women hide things a lot. That's just the truth. But in this case, this guy is very open. He sees you, he says, I will marry you the way you are. He already adopts you as his son. So the best you can do is to prove this guy that what he has seen in you, that the guy is right. And you yourself, you have turned a new lead. Okay? So the ball is on the court of Chisom to prove. Not the guy is here. Because the guy has done what he should do. That we see that he wants to marry you by taking you to his mother and to his friends that he wants to marry you. So he's left to Chisom right now to prove that she's a good girl. So I'm not blaming any of them. Chisom had a lot to prove. She had a lot of things to prove. Let her not disappoint the guy in question and try to prove the mother wrong. That, Mom, Mama, what you are saying about me is not the way I am. I'm a good person. It's just that life happens. So that's my advice for her. Let her just know that the ball is on her court to prove that she is a good person. It's just that life happens. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight, Don Peters. 07000 that is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisom on the show tonight? Let's check out some of the messages we have here. This one is from Caleb Ayodele, and he says, if you are sure your fiance loves you, then concentrate on your relationship. When you have a child for him, the woman would change towards you. If not, just bone aside and focus on your man. But is it that easy to do? I'm just thinking, is it that really easy to do? Okay, so let's check out another message. This one is from Adebayo. Adebayo says, hello Chisom, you have to reconcile with your mother-in-law to get her blessing because you're a mother already. And remember, one day your child will also wants to get married, and you will also have to play your role because you want your child to prosper. Pray together with your partner because there is nothing God cannot do. Your mother-in-law is playing a role. Try and convince your mother-in-law. You will not disappoint the family. I wish you best of luck. All right, thank you very much, Adebayo Jamiu, for your thoughts on the show tonight. This one is from Toys. Toys says, it is too early to get tired. Keep praying and show the woman love. Let your fiance do his homework. All will be well. Thank you very much. Away from Ejigbo says, good evening, ladies. Continue talking to his mother. Let her know how much in love you are with his son. And always tell her that you appreciate her as well. Keep pressing. She will keep pressing. She would accept you. Also put it in prayers with God all things are possible.
Possible.
So do you agree with all of those messages saying,
Mm-hmm.
oh, keep praying, stick to
Amen.
your man?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, oh, you might just have to, ignore your mother-in-law and concentrate on your man. Do you agree? I don't know. For some reasons, I feel like
Okay.
this might be a lot for Chisholm.
Of
Chisholm is
course, definitely.
26.
Mm-hmm.
She has a child, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't even know the circumstance that,
Mm-hmm.
led to the birth of that child.
Mm-hmm.
And so this woman is saying, you cannot marry my child. How long is she going to push for?
Hmm.
Like, how long
And
is she going to push for?
I'm thinking about something that Chisom can actually have a low self-esteem in this particular situation because she has a child, and she doesn't really have much to say, to defend herself and all of that. But just like we've been saying, prayer is the key. Prayer is works a lot. Prayer solves a lot of problem that we can't solve by ourselves until we pray about it. So if she prays and she believes in that prayer, there are some situations whereby you pray but you don't even believe that the answers will come. But if she believes that the prayer will be answered, and of course the mother's mind would change, and she would be loving to her, I feel like she should just invest in that prayer, just invest in praying, and do things that will make the mother happy, do things that will make the mother change her perspective, about her. So I agree with what people are saying. She should stick with her man, and also continue. She should be consistent. She and the man to be consistent, in changing the mother's perspective about the union.
All right. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? Do you think Chisam is too early for? Do you agree that it is too early for Chisam to get tired? I mean, they've been together for more than 2 years, and I'm sure that in these 2 years, I am sure she has not enjoyed her mother-in-law to be.
Yeah.
Maybe she's always, having something to say about her.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone doesn't like you, there is nothing you can do
Yeah.
that would be pleasant to that
It won't be-
person. The person would
yeah.
always find one
Your
problem, one
flaws
fault in
or
you.
mistakes.
Honestly, the more you try, the more the person find faults in you. And I don't want to believe this is the point Chisom is right about now, because I mean she said she's tired, and for her to say she's tired, it means that she has tried several things and it seems not to be working. Let's check out more messages. This one is from Taiwo Okumola Milani on Facebook. She says any relationship that the parents are not in support of is dangerous. I will only tell you to commit the heart of his mother to God. If you're destined to marry each other, God will change our heart via your prayers. Chris Anayobong says many families don't want adopted children as it usually brings problems to the family. Pray and look for another partner. How? How is that going to happen? Someone you have been engaged to, and then you've been with for 2 years.
Maybe our hope was just revived. Back with this man.
Exactly.
I know. So where would she start looking
Maybe
for
she
your
had
man?
even given up on love, and then this man just came from nowhere, swept her off her feet, and then anyone is saying, "Look for your man elsewhere." What is going to happen to her? How is she supposed to handle the situation? Say, I'm just not going to continue dating this person. How does that even work?
The man can even feel disappointed. I mean, we're supposed to fight this thing through together. So why are you leaving me in this situation? So I feel like she should just stick with the man. Since the man is not tired and the man is not saying no, I would listen to my mother and just leave you.
Yeah, the man is on her side.
Yeah, the man is on her side. So they should keep fighting, and of course they will win definitely
someday. All right. Bukola Falayasi says, "Can your man stand up to his mom? Family will always support each other. If you're sure you can trust your man, she may not change. I wish you happiness again." Kevin X Smoke Ice Image says, "Just keep calm and keep your head straight. Look for what you can change in your man in a positive way, then your ground will be strong." McKay Agwo says, Oladoyin Titilaya says, "Never give up on your love. Be nice to her despite the fact that she hates you. As time goes on, she would have a choice than to accept you." What if she never accepts her? And you know what happens was when your in-laws don't accept you. Sometimes they transfer the hate to your children.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That would be
what if
worse.
they are married and she gives birth and this woman still hates her, still saying, oh, this is not who I want my son to marry. My son had married out of my wish, against my wish. So because of that, they naturally, transfer their hate to the children. The children who have no single idea about what happened or what transpired, they are the ones who end up bearing the consequences.
I mean, that's another. 'Cause it's something that actually it is realistic. Like your point is realistic. It's something that happens a lot. But I mean, I would say it would definitely get to a certain point before you would say you want to give up. It will get to a particular point that you see that okay, there is no
There's no
way,
hope.
there is no hope, there is no way, everything, this woman. But I don't know. I don't know because there are some people like that, because thinking about it now, it's going to go a long way, because that one is lifetime. When
Yeah.
you get married to your man and the family are against it, and now they are against you, you get married, no family, especially when the woman doesn't even have
A family, exactly.
someone
It's
she can,
harder.
it's very hard. So now the family that's supposed to take you in, accept
It's
you as
now
part of them,
maltreating
now they are
you.
against you. So it will feel so lonely, and at the end of the day, it might even affect your marriage, that your husband or yourself will not even enjoy the marriage. So I don't know. I just want them to be optimistic. That's what I would say. Because if you are thinking on the wrong side of the story, if we are, there are some things that when you just put your positive mind on, it might work. Like it can work. But if you keep doubting, that will surely come to pass. Like what you're doubting on will surely come to pass, and you will be on the negative part. So I just want Chisom to, I don't know, prayer is just it. Prayer will
Yeah.
give answers. Prayer will give answers that okay, he is meant for you, this mother will change, this is what to do, and all of that. So I would say the most important thing in this kind of situation is prayer. When she prays, she will know that okay, there is no road there, okay, there
There's
is road. So
okay.
yeah.
All right. Kevin Xmog Ice Image says, or make a plan with your man that her mom needs blood only for your blood match a type. I don't understand.
Okay, I didn't get
Okay,
that.
so I guess what this person is saying, that make a plan with your man
Okay.
that his mom needs blood, and then only your blood matches with hers. Just arrange with the son and the doctor so that they can do a fake blood transfusion. And after it, tell them that your purpose was to save the mother.
That will even
That's
be
your mission.
worse.
Let me land though.
Okay.
This is more like Nollywood movie.
Mhm.
It says, so that they can do a fake blood transfusion, and after it, tell them that your purpose was to save the mother, that your mission is done, and you are leaving the relationship. Let's see what she will do, thinking your blood runs in her veins. I don't know. For some reason,
Is that possible? Because what if the mother finds out and she'll get to hate her
the
more?
hatred will be times 100.
I mean,
Right.
so you even want to
Because
deceive
at the end of
me?
the day, it might just slip off somebody's mouth to say, scam man, money, nothing happened. I don't know how she's going to take
Or
it.
maybe she even goes to another hospital and she finds out that nothing is wrong with
Nothing
her.
is wrong with her.
No, that would be worse. That would be worse.
07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisum on the show tonight? Do you think Chisum should keep enduring? We hope and faith that our mother-in-law would come around someday. What would you advise? 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703-175-6537. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM917 to be a part of the conversation. This is Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7, 16 minutes gone past 9 from the side of the radio. If you are just joining the conversation, this is where we discuss matters of the heart. And yes, we share real life issues. You can be a part of the conversation by calling at 7,917 917. And yes, you can also send in your stories for us to profile them on the show. You can send in your stories to 07000 WhatsApp and text message only. 0703 That is the number to reach if you would like us to profile your story on Adult Conversations. If you would like us to add you to the Adult Conversations family group chat, please do well to send in your name and your WhatsApp number to 0703 Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Good evening. What is your name? Please can you tune up the volume of your radio? All right, please go ahead.
Please, I want to contribute to the letter of Christ. Based on my experience,
what's your name?
Yeah, I'm Simi by name. I'm calling from a good state.
All right, Simi, good to have you on the show.
Okay, thank you. What I'm talking about is that since the mother-in-law is very in support of their relationship, I'm sorry it don't go well with both of them. Because when there is hatred, there is nothing she can do to please it. Yeah, let's be realistic with each other. I'm talking from experience. Because I got married to a man, I got married, my mother-in-law does not approve our relationship. The glory of God, we married and I had 3 kids. At the end of the day, I lost the man. Now, none of them ask for the kids because of the past relationship.
Wow. Because we're not
support of the marriage. I don't know, maybe she can push, yeah, my contribution.
All right, so thank you very much, Simi, for sharing your thoughts with us on the show. I mean, wow. That's just wow. It was a lot. I mean, thank you very much, Simi, once again for finding the courage to talk about your story on the show. So, I don't know. That's something Chisom should take a cue from. You know, I said something about it earlier that sometimes some families would reject you while they have their children alive, and once their children pass on, they would dislike you. They will hate you and your generation because they
may
will
even put the fault on you.
yeah, and you would go through a lot. So they might just want to show you to say yes, we did not approve the relationship. You went into it on your own. So you were supposed to bear the consequence on your own. 07000 that is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. 0703 175 6537. That is how to be a part of the conversation. If you're just joining us, this is Adult Conversations where we share real life issues and discuss matters of the heart. On Adult Conversations, you get to be a part of the program by calling the studio lines for you to share your opinion and your thoughts on the show. Let's check out. If you are just joining us, this is 20 minutes gone past 9 from the side of the radio. And tonight on the show, I shared with you the story that was sent in by Chisom. Now, Chisom says, "My name is Chisom. I am 26 years old. I am a single mother of 1. I am a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I met my fiance 2 years ago and we love each other so much, to the extent that he took my child as his, and this made his mom hate me. He proposed to me last year, and I was really happy because I was also sad at the same time." All right. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, this is better. What's your name again?
I'm turning from your phone.
All right, Chunde.
My contribution to this is that if the mother-in-law is not a Christian, that means the woman and the husband then that will have to pray, because it's dangerous. If somebody is not a Christian, go against contrary the word of God. Because the Bible says, "Shall a man or woman leave good prayers and church together become one?" And a woman is not a Christian, should pray. And the thing that God cannot do, actually God can produce at the end of the day. the mother will agree for the son to marry the girl.
All right.
That is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? Let's hear from this person. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hi, good evening. Please speak up. Good evening.
My name is Favor. I'm calling from Ogun State.
All right, Favor from Ogun State. Please go ahead. Oops. Favor, please do well to call us back. 07000 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6507. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. Download the mobile app WFM917, and yes, you can send in your contributions by calling the studio lines tonight on Adult Conversations. My name is Chisam. I am 26 years old. I am a single mother of one. I am a hairstylist and makeup artist. I met my fiancé 2 years ago, and so we love each other so much to the extent that he took my child as his, and this made his mom hate me. He proposed to me last year, and I was really happy, but I was also sad at the same time. This is because his mom doesn't like me as a result of my being a single mother. His mom said we can't get married since I didn't see her son to marry before having my child, and that I am now interested in her son because of my failed relationship. My fiance and I have tried our best to explain to her countless times, but she has refused. And I am okay, but she has remained adamant. I love my fiance so much, but I am getting tired of everything. Please advise me. What should I do? Remember that Chisholm is listening to the conversation, so please, when you call in, try to share your thoughts without judgment, without condemnation, and of course, without using abusive language. You can call us 7000 917. Send a text and WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537. Log on to our website www.wfm917.com. And yes, you can also send in your contributions to our social media platforms, WFM 917. Please, when you call, try to turn down the volume on your radio. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Rosalind from Ogun State.
All right, Rosalind, good to have you on the show tonight.
My own contribution is with life story also from my family. Just encourage the lady in question. My elder sister happened to get married to a Yoruba man. We are from the eastern part of Nigeria. And it happened that when they got married, the mother-in-law was not in support of that marriage. That she did everything to frustrate my elder sister. To the extent that when she was pregnant of 8 months, this woman kicked her on her tummy. Then she went to visit the woman at the hospital bed. But today, this same my sister is being loved by every member of the family. I'm telling you, God to a time that it became a family war. That is from the husband's side. The mother, the children, they hated my elder sister. They extent every dancing she has at home destroys everything. But one thing is this, my sister and the husband, they were children of God. So with prayer they conquered that family. And today, with 7 children in that family, all 7 children graduate.
Wow.
She is a happy woman. Those people that rejected her at the beginning of her marriage are calling her mommy today. So I'm pleading with the young lady. She shouldn't give up. She shouldn't be tired. With prayers, God can touch the mind of the mother-in-law to be, and she'll have a happy home at the end. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Rosaline, for your thought on the show tonight. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisom on the show tonight? Do you think Chisom should just hold on? She said she's tired already, but is she supposed to just hold on and hope and pray that someday this woman would change towards her, or that someday this woman would definitely be nice to her? But what if that day never comes? That's my fear. What if that day never comes? What happens?
I mean, you know, it happens just like I said, and the only answer me I can give is prayer, because this sometimes it's beyond what you can actually handle. There are some people that they will always stand on whatever they say, and that's just the final. So the only thing that can change it, for my own belief, is prayer, because there are things you cannot handle physically, because the mother might not even, she might not even mean it like that. She might not really put what would I say, our mind to like everything, and put her mind to it. And she can change. She can just be doing it for doing sake, that okay, I want to know what is really between these two people. I want to know if this lady really loves my son.
Good evening.
Hello, Rosemary calling back.
Okay, good to have you again.
From your place, from your place, I just want to tell you, if that union is ordained by God, it should be settled. Except if it is not the will of God. But if it is the will of God, that woman will come and give up, and answer and surrender, and welcome her into the family. So that's it.
All right, thank you very much, Rosaline, for your thoughts on the show tonight. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a text and WhatsApp message to be a part of the show. What exactly would you like to say to Rosaline on the show tonight? Do you think Rosaline is just worrying too much? And some people have called in and they've said Rosaline should try as much as possible and be friends with her mother-in-law to be. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello? Turn down the volume on your radio.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, you hearing me now?
This is better, thank you.
Okay, God bless you. My name is Edward Felix, calling from Ijoko.
All right, Felix, good to have you.
The matter you are talking about is only God that can intervene, because some mother-in-law, some of them, they want to approve with their own son or daughter. So they have that chance. Me that is talking to you, I don't even know my name, but it's only God that is with me. Then the point everywhere. There's no how you call God for it. If the woman don't like the woman, it's better for her to leave. Then that is only the man that is in his life. You get the point? There are some people who do not have children. They marry the woman that has even 2 children before God gives them their own. So they're really for that lady to stay. When she stays, you don't know what is in that woman's mind. So get the point. So that is what it is. For her, let God will give her that and let the will of God be done in her life. Because some men or women, father side or mother side, some are very wicked. Because that woman must have a something with the devil with his son. You don't want his son to go out. There's a lead that the woman is looking for to attach to that his son. So that is my thought.
All right, so thank you very much, Elder Felix, for your thoughts on the show tonight. So Elder Felix is saying there is probably someone, Chisom's mother-in-law to be wants to hook up with our son. She has an expectation, but the rest of Chisom has made it really difficult. 07000 That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisom on the show? Let's take this message. This one is from Uluwatobi Abdulhahi from Ilore, and it says, first of all, get pregnant for our son. Then try showing the woman love by paying her visit, buy her a gift, wash her clothes, then always pray. I'm very sure God will touch her mind for you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Amon calling from Israel.
All right, Amon, may good to have you on the show tonight. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right.
My own contribution is that sometimes we look at issues with our own physical health, just like have greater plan for her. Sometimes the mother-in-law that is behaving like that, it might be the plan of God for her. Maybe that guy is not a real destination that she's going. So God is giving the mother-in-law for her to move forward. So she shouldn't give up. That's my contribution.
She shouldn't give up. All right. Thank you very much for that one. So Abdullahi said something here that she should get pregnant. Is she not going to end up becoming single mama baby too? Because
she wouldn't want to make the
I
same
mean,
mistake.
if this woman is saying you cannot marry my son, do you think getting pregnant would change the woman's mind?
No, not at all.
Like,
say, don't get worse.
That's you trying to be really smart. Like, say, get pregnant. She might end up becoming single mother number 2 with baby 2. And I don't know how that sounds, but as much as I respect your opinion, I don't think
abuse her.
Yes.
Saying, didn't you learn, let's say, from the first one that happened, and now you're pregnant again? What if the man doesn't act? What if the woman, at the end of the day, everything, turned upside down, and the man, gave up and was also tired, don't know what to do again, and now you've become mother of 2 while being single? I mean, it's not, I really don't.
2 children to fathers.
Yeah, I really don't accept that opinion.
All right, 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. What exactly would you like to say to Chisom on the show tonight? What should Chisom do? What would you advise she do in this situation? Do you think Chisom should just hold on with her head and believe that this woman would come around? But my fear is, what if she keeps holding on and this woman never shows up? What happens then? What is going to be her face?
I mean,
how long is she going to wait for?
She prayed, and
they've been doing this for more than 2 years now. So, and she's 26 anyways. She has a child. So what is she supposed to do again if she keeps waiting and nothing is changing?
I mean, I've said earlier that prayer is only the thing, because if you keep asking me, I would continue to say that it's prayer. It is prayer that will give her the answer that this man is on. If you've prayed and it shows that this man is meant for you, definitely she would. There's no how. If it is something that God has planned, it's of course it's destined to happen. It would always happen. It would happen. So it's not something that can be changed. That if it has been destined by God that this is happening, it's going to happen. So if you've been praying and it's showing positive side that okay, this woman would give in eventually and you'll be happy with this man, of course you just have to keep waiting and keep praying. But if you've prayed and you've seen the sign that this man is on me, I mean, why would after 2 years together and you reviving your hope and God knows what you've gone through and all of that, where would be when you're supposed to settle down and be happy forever? Then this woman is coming from nowhere to say you can't be together. It might be a sign from the devil, it might be a sign from whatever thing that is happening. Maybe someone that does not, I don't know, it's just complicated. Things happen. There are things that happen to you. I'm not going to say like it's the devil's doing or something, but there are some bad things that happen to you that of course we know that it is life. This is life. Some things need prayer. So if this happens to you, just if you know that you've been praying and nothing is coming through,
Nothing
you see
is
that
changing.
nothing is changing, and you feel like maybe you've gone to your cleric, a cleric that can pray for you and all of that, and you've received answer that okay, this one is not meant for you, then you move on. But I feel like, well, after 2 years, more than 2 years spending with this man, why is it now that when you're supposed to get married, settle down, and be happy, that is when the answers to your prayers are not coming through, that this man is not meant for you? Is it that you did not pray before this relationship? Because sometimes there are some most relationship, when you put, I'm not trying to sound religious here, but there are some things that when you put in God first, it will surely work. When you try to build that, the relationship, that okay, God, I'm putting you first in this thing, and I don't want any flop, I want it to work out well. Of course it will definitely work out well. But if you haven't, maybe perhaps you didn't put it in God, there are some situations like that you have even forgotten, you have done it before, you now remember that, oh God, please,
God, I
let me do it. Yeah, so
all right, let's take this call. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
From Akute.
What's your name again, please?
Awele.
Awele from Akute. All right, Awele, good to have you on the show tonight.
My question first and foremost, was she ever married before now, or she just got pregnant?
Well, she didn't say, but she has a son.
Okay, well, it's all right on the guy for now. If he can actually convince his mom that he really loves her. So the ball is on his court to convince his mom why he wants to, of all the single girls, why he really wants to marry her. You understand? Because if he goes ahead, like the other caller said, get pregnant, it might be worse than that, and he might go ahead without the mom's blessing. You understand? So if you convince her how and why he loves her that much, and he wants to have her as his wife, so if she agrees with him, better. But if she doesn't, I really advise that just to be calm. If it works out, but if it doesn't, there's no need holding on. She will get another man by God's grace.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight. Let's take this message. This one says, good evening. My name is Tenda from Magburu. Leave everything to God in prayer. There is nothing he cannot do. All right. Thank you very much, Tenda, for your thoughts on the show tonight. Let's check out this one. This one is from Adex. Adex says, because she wants to start, because she, okay, so Adex is saying that because she wants to marry the boy, she should be washing her clothes. I beg, I know support that one because how long would she do that for? Please don't start what you cannot finish. I guess it's in reaction to the other message that said she should wash her clothes, take care of her.
Okay.
But do you think I'm just thinking that the fact that this woman does not even like her, she wouldn't even want to have her near her clothes. Have you seen?
Even if she told her, she never say she's putting something inside
that
the
she
clothes.
has just that clothes. She might say that. So I'm just going to say that as much as we have gathered once again to advise Chisom on the show, Chisom will just have to decipher, just have to pick one or two things from the conversation and pick what works best. But I'm still very, very much interested in the role this man has to play. Because, I mean, this is Chisom getting worked up because of what is happening. What is the role this man would be playing? Hi, good evening.
I want to contribute to what.
Yes, please. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Boniface. I'm calling from Bapco.
All right, Boniface, please turn down the volume on your radio.
I'd like to do that.
Have you done that?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah, this is better. Please go ahead.
Okay. My candid suggestion is that she should not bother about that relationship. Because from experience, some mother-in-laws could go to any length in order to destroy that woman. And again, the man has to convince his mother because one, she is the one that will live with the woman, not the mother-in-law. So the man should convince his mother that this is the love of my life, and the mother should give the blessing. But otherwise, the mother insists because the Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked, who can understand? And so if he goes ahead to marry his son, she may know no peace in that family. From local dramas we see, you see how some mother-in-laws go to the extent of fighting and even going diabolical in order to make sure the woman does not have this in her son. So she should, after God will allow you to pray for some time. If he doesn't answer your prayer, know that he knows the best for you. If you say no to that, you don't force yourself into it because that's not issue. It's not wearing a type of clothes now and then changing it. It's a lifetime decision. And if you don't have a kid in your home, that means you cannot enjoy the marriage. So my suggestion is that after a while, praying, we should in the relationship, maybe some marry another person. God will give her another good man to marry. Having a child before marriage for another person is not a yardstick for any mother-in-law to say no. If you fail, everybody makes mistakes one way or the other. So that is my own suggestion.
All right, so thank you very much for your thoughts on the show tonight, Boniface. What would you like to say to Chisam on the show tonight? 07000 917 917. What should Chisam do? Should Chisam go ahead with the relationship regardless of this would-be mother-in-law's reaction or whatever, regardless of what her would-be mother-in-law is saying? Should she go ahead? Should they even go ahead, or should she just call it off? I liked how a lot of people have said there is a need for this man to speak up. But then there was a part in the message that Chisam said that they've tried to convince her, both of them. They've made efforts to convince her times without number, but she's not yielding. She's not giving in. And I'm sure that's why she has come to us. That what else? They've tried to have a conversation with her. But I think it should be way more beyond just having a mere conversation. It is not about having a conversation that this is what happened to this person. It is more like being firm and taking a stand. And this stand would not be taken by Chisam. It would be taken by her partner, fiance, because this man has to say something. He has to defend her.
Yeah.
He has to definitely step in and just do something, because if not, this woman would find it really hard to accept her.
Definitely.
And there might be several factors, causing this. It could be because of the mother's moral stand. It could be because of her religious stand. It could be because she has the power over her child. It could be because she has someone else, that she wants as a son to. Exactly. It could be because she has someone else for her son. And it could be so many things, really. But, going ahead to get married without the blessing of this woman is something I do not find cool, because things would happen. And when things happen, nobody would show up for you.
Yeah.
So you need to know that as much as there is love, as much as you want to get married to the love of your life and all of that, you also need to put into consideration the aftermaths of your action. Now, not just for you, but for the son you have at the moment, you also have to put that one into consideration. 07000 917 917. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. If you are just joining us, you're listening to Adult Conversations on the BFM 91.7. My name is Blessing Agweta. With me on the show, I have Mopelola Ojewale.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your girl again. You are listening to WFM 91.7. Yeah, keep your ear tuned. That's it. Bye-bye.
Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
Ní Women Radio 91.7 àmọ̀rírì rẹ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a sì ń fẹ́ láti súnmọ́ ẹ sí i. Ní báyìí, ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio yóò mú ẹ darapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn akẹgbẹ́ obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀ ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ 36 ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé oníṣòwò ni ẹ́? Oníṣòwò aládàáni, akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nílé ìwé, òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì, ìyàwó ilé tàbí àgbẹ̀? Women Radio wà fún yín láì ná yín ní ohunkóhun. Forúkọ sílẹ̀ ní wfm917.com. O sì tún lè darapọ̀ mọ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio ní Facebook group gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́. A ó bá ọ ṣe ìgbélárugẹ okòwò rẹ ní Women Radio tí wàá sì tún láǹfààní láti máa jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lóṣooṣù. Dáúnlóòdù mobile app wa kó o sì máa gbọ́ wa níbikíbi tó o bá wà. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio yóò mú ẹ ní àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú akẹgbẹ́ obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀ tó kù.
It's time to enjoy fast and reliable internet connection for less.
It's time to go big in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer.
It's time to take advantage in the Airtel Home Broadband All-Time Mega Offer. Get a MiFi with up to 125 gigabyte bonus data for just 5,000 naira, or a router with up to 240 gigabyte bonus data for just 10,000 naira. Visit any Airtel shop or www.airtel.com.ng/HBB now. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Lunch vibes. Every music note counts, aligning with lyrics and rhythm. Words soothing to the ears, voices and melodies with the best vibes ever. That is Lunch Vibes on Women Radio WFM 91.7.
I know you can do light. You know I'm just that type. No, them no big you.
I feel that there's some sort of lack of professionalism in this because we're talking about 100 lives.
Government has also put in place a structure to make it look like what they have in mind.
How do we stop crime in the society? Because at the end of the day, if a man cannot provide for his wife anymore, he looks for other means.
Because we should address Nigerian problems. We should not. This is Panorama.
Mondays through Fridays from 9:05 a.m.
And WFM 91.7 will bring you ladies from across Nigeria's political zones, dissecting, discussing, and disagreeing on topical issues of the day. You too can join the conversation by tweeting us at WFM917 with the hashtag Panorama. WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
We are Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families.
My name is Chisam. I am 26 years old. I am a single mother of one. I am a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I met my fiancé 2 years ago and we love each other so much to the extent that he took my child as is, and this made his mom hate me. He proposed to me last year and I was really happy, but I was also sad at the same time. This is because his mom doesn't like me as a result of me being a single mother. His mother said we can't get married since I didn't see her son to marry before having my child, and that I am now interested in her son because of my failed relationship. My fiance and I have tried our best to explain to her countless times, but she has remained adamant. I love my fiance so much, but I am getting tired of everything. Please advise me. What should I do? Let's check out some of the messages we have here. This one is from Oyendi from Lagos. Oyendi says, Chisam, there is this adage that says it is better to have a bad husband and have good in-laws than having good husband and bad in-laws. Marriage is always not rosy. What do you do? And who would you run to in hard times? Don't force it. Pray about it and let God direct you. Is mother saying no might be God saying no to the marriage. Relax, pray, and watch from a distance. All right, thank you very much, Onyedi from Lagos. Yahaya from Egbeda says, this is serious, but I will advise you both to keep trying to get a blessing because I will not advise your fiance to marry you without his mother's blessing. Likewise, I would not advise you to go ahead without your own mother's blessing. The blessing of our parents, most especially to the loving and faithful parent that pays their dues on us. Pray for God's direction as well. That is my advice. All right, thank you very much, Aya from Egbeda, for your thoughts on the show tonight. What would you like to say? What do you think is the way to go? Actually, if you're going to advise Chisom on the show tonight, what would you say to Chisom? Do you think Chisom should go ahead to marry her partner without his mother's blessing? Or would you say that Chisom should do away with the relationship? Or would you say Chisom should try to curry favor from this woman? What exactly would you like to say? As we wrap up on the show tonight, what would you like to say, Mopilola?
Chisom, just like I've been saying, you have to be patient, pray, pray, pray. Like that's just it. You have to pray, make sure you put God in this situation. There's some confusion that you will be, and the only person you can, face, the only person you can go to that will give you that answer that you need, that will ease your heart, is only God. So you just have to pray and, put the mother-in-law in prayer, put yourself and your child in prayer, put also your fiance in prayer, and also let your fiance knows that he is the only one who can confuse this woman, who can that can convince this woman, because she would definitely listen to him. And when he sees that, okay, this man is actually, determined and, he's still standing on the fact that he wants to get married to you, definitely at the end she can have a change of mind. So you just have to keep in that positivity, because I know you might be thinking, what if at the end of the day she does not still accept, or she's not convinced enough to accept you as a daughter-in-law? What I would say to you is that be positive, just be positive about it, and I pray that God will make everything happen, and it will happen for your own good.
All right, thank you very much, Mokulola, for your thoughts on the show tonight. We have to go. I really want to say a very big thank you to each and everyone who called in, and to those who have sent in text messages, WhatsApp messages, and of course messages across our social media platforms. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your contributions on the show tonight. I am sure that Chisam will be able to make an informed decision from the advice you have given on the show tonight. On behalf of Chisam, I want to say thank you to you once again. So let me see if I can take this message just as we wrap up on the show tonight.
Okay.
This one is from Emeka. Emeka says Chisam needs to be patient, pray, and maybe look for someone that the woman listens to while your man keep trying to convince her to. Well, that's another way to go about it. Thank you very much. Thank you. I won't be able to take any more calls and messages on the show again. On behalf of Chisam, I want to thank you again, and I hope that you will join us tomorrow at the same time between 8 and 10 p.m. Same station, Women Radio, WFM 91.7, same program, Adult Conversations. Thank you very much, Obilola, for being a part of the conversation.
It's good to be here with you.
All right. Thank you to the engineers on duty, Evans and Michael. Thank you for your support. My name is Blessing Agbeton. Please ensure that you have for yourself an amazing night rest. Good night, and God bless you.
Bye.
We are Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families.
Broadcasting affects your life in so many ways. If you're offended by anything broadcast on this station, it is your right to complain to the station or call the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) on 0803
349-7901 or send an email to complaints@nbc.gov.ng. You can also comment or report programs through our